Hi guys, welcome on my channel Crochet with Joanna. Today I'm going to show you the last Christmas project in this year. This time it's going to be a bell, so this can be Christmas decoration. My bell is measured about 4 inches long and almost 6 inches wide. So for this project I'm using crochet hook size 1.5 millimeters and the cotton thread in size 10. Let's get started. Our work, we are going to start by making slip knot, then chain of 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. Slip stitch into the first chain stitch to form a ring, and we are going to start first row. We are going to work in rows. So chain of 3 as a first double crochet, then into our ring we are going to work another 9 double crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9. So in our first row we've got 10 double crochets. Our second row we are going to start by making chain of 3 as a first double crochet, then chain 1 as a chain 1 space. Now we are going to turn our work and we have to work double crochet into the second double crochet, then chain of 1, double crochet into the next double crochet, chain 1, double crochet into the next double crochet, chain 1, then into the next one, chain 1. So basically in this row we are going to work 1 double crochet in each double crochet from our previous row and then chain of 1. So at the end we should have again 10 double crochets and 9 chain 1 spaces. So our last double crochet we have to work into the third chain stitch of our first double crochet from the previous row. And now you can see we've got 10 double crochets and 9 chain 1 spaces. Row number 3, we are going to start by making chain of 3 as a first double crochet, then chain 2 as a chain 2 space. Now we have to turn our work, and into the first chain 1 space we are going to work 2 double crochets together. So we are going to work through first 2 loops once, and then we need to insert crochet hook and work the first part of the double crochet one more time in the same chain space. When we've got 3 loops we can finish the stitch. So we've got 2 double crochets together in our first chain space. Now chain of 2, and we are going directly to the next chain space, so we have to repeat 2 double crochets together. So twice we are going to work through first 2 loops. When we've got 3 loops you can finish the stitch, chain of 2, then again 2 double crochets together, chain of 2, and again 2 double crochets together, then chain of 2, 2 double crochets together, then chain of 2. So we should have 2, 4, 5, 9 groups of 2 double crochets together, exactly the same as we've got number of chain spaces from our previous row. Chain of 2, so we are going to work another 2 through first 2 loops, 1 and 2. Now chain of 2 and 1 more group before our chain 3 space from the beginning of the previous row. So at the end, after our last group, we are going to make chain of 2 and we have to work slip stitch exactly into the third chain stitch. So we've got 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 chain 2 spaces, 9 groups of 2 double crochets together, and at the beginning and at the end we've got 1 double crochet. Row number 4, we are going to start by making chain of 3 as a first double crochet. Then we have to turn our work. Now we have to work 1 double crochet directly in our chain 1 space, then chain of 1. And now we have to skip our group of 2 double crochets together in chain space double crochet, chain of 1. Then again we have to skip next group, double crochet in chain space, chain of 1, double crochet in next chain space, chain of 1, double crochet into the next chain space, chain of 1, double crochet into the next one, chain 1, double crochet into the next, chain 1, then double crochet into the next. So it is quite tight, but in next row is gonna be better. So chain 1, double crochet into our next double crochet, then one more time, chain of 1. We have to keep group of 2 double crochets, so maybe I set into the double crochet. No, we work in double crochets only in chain stitches, so double crochet in next chain stitch, chain space, and now without any chain stitches we have to work 1 double crochet in third chain stitch of our first double crochet from the previous row. So we've got 2 double crochets at the beginning and 2 double crochets without any chain stitches at the end. We've got 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 chain 1 spaces in this row. Row number 5, we are going to start by making chain of 3 as a first double crochet. Then we have to turn our work and make 1 double crochet in next double crochet. Now we've got chain 1 space and we are going to work 2 double crochets directly in this chain, then double crochet into the next double crochet, and again 2 double crochets in chain 1 space, 1 and 2, then double crochet in next double crochet, 2 double crochets in next chain space, then double crochet in next double crochet, 2 double crochets in next chain space, then double crochet in next double crochet. So this pattern now we are going to repeat basically to the end of this row. In each chain 1 space we are going to work 2 double crochets and then 1 double crochet in next double crochet. So I've got 3 chain 1 spaces left. So 2 double crochets again, double crochet in next double crochet, then again 2 double crochets in next chain space, double crochet into the next double crochet, then 2 double crochets in our last chain space, and 1 double crochet into the double crochet, then into the third chain stitch of our first one. So this is our row number 5. Row number 6, we are going to start by making chain of 3 as a first double crochet, then we need to turn our work and make 1 double crochet in next double crochet. Now chain of 2, then we are going to skip next 2 double crochets, double crochet into the third one, chain of 2, then we have to skip next 2 double crochets, double crochet into the third one, chain of 2, then we have to skip next 2 double crochets, double crochet into the third one, chain of 2, then we have to skip next 2 double crochets, double crochet into the third one. So this pattern now we have to repeat to our last 2 double crochets. So we are going to have 9 chain 2 spaces all the way across. At the moment I've done 2, 4, 6. This is the 7th, then 8, and our last one. So we have to skip next 2 double crochets, and in our last 2 1 double crochet. So at the beginning we've got 2 double crochets, at the end we've got 2 double crochets as well, and as I said, 9 chain 2 spaces. Row number 7, we are going to start by making chain of 3 as a first double crochet, then we have to turn our work and make 1 double crochet in next double crochet. Now 1 double crochet in next 2 chain stitches. Or if you've got problem, you can work 2 double crochets directly in chain 2 space. Then double crochet into the next double crochet, and again 1 double crochet in next 2 chain stitches, then double crochet in next double crochet, 1 double crochet in next 2 chain stitches, then double crochet in next double crochet. Basically in this row we are going to have exactly the same number of stitches done in our previous row. We are going to work 1 double crochet in each chain stitch from our previous row and 1 double crochet in each double crochet. So the rest of our row now we can finish out of the camera. So 1 double crochet in each chain stitch and in each double crochet. Row number 8, we are going to start by making chain of 3 as a first double crochet, then 1 double crochet in next double crochet. So after the first one we have to turn our work and make double crochet into the second. Now chain of 2, then we have to skip next 2 double crochets, double crochet into the third one. So the same as in our row number 6. Chain of 2, then we have to skip next 2 stitches, double crochet into the third one, chain of 2, then we have to skip next 2, double crochet into the third, chain of 2, then we have to skip next 2, double crochet into the third. So now we are going to repeat this pattern until our last 2 double crochets. So in total we should have 9 chain 2 spaces all the way across. So chain of 2, double crochet into the third. So at the moment I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 chain of 2, double crochet into the third. So this is the 8th, chain of 2, then we have to skip next 2 stitches and 1 double crochet in our last 2 double crochets. So we've done 9th chain 2 space and our last 2 double crochets. Round number 9. We are going to start by making chain of 4 as a first double crochet, treble crochet, then chain of 3 as a chain 3 space. Then we are going to turn our work, and in our first chain 2 space we are going to work 4 treble crochets together. So we are going to work through first 2 loops 2 times, and the last loop needs to stay on the hook, and we are going to repeat it 3 more times. So 1, 2 and 3. When we've got 5 loops on our hook, we are going to finish the stitch, and now chain of 3. Then we have to go directly to the next chain space, and we need to work exactly the same. So group of 4 treble crochets together. 1, 2, 3 and 4. When we've got another 5 loops on our hook, we can finish the stitch, then chain of 3, and again in next chain space exactly the same, 4 treble crochets together. 1, 2, 3 and 4. We've got 5 loops. We can finish our stitch, then chain of 3, and the same pattern now we are going to repeat in each chain space from our previous row. After our last group and chain 3 space, we have to work we need to work treble crochet into our last double crochet. Now row number 10, we are going to start by making chain of 3 as a first double crochet, then chain of 3 as a chain 3 space. Now we have to turn our work, and into our first chain space we are going to work single crochet, then chain of 3 and double crochet into the next chain space. Now chain of 3, single crochet into the next chain space, chain of 3, double crochet into the next, chain of 3, single crochet into the next chain space, then chain of 3, double crochet into the next one, chain of 3, single crochet into the next, then chain of 3, double crochet in next one. And now we are going to work chain of 3. Instead of working single crochet in our chain space, we are going to work directly at the top of our group, because this is our actually last single crochet, then chain of 3 and double crochet. We are going to work at the top of our treble crochet from the previous row, so in 4th chain stitch. So 1, 2, 3 and 4. And this is our row number 10. Row number 11, we are going to start by making chain of 1, then we have to turn our work and make single crochet at the top of our double crochet from the previous row, then chain of 3, double crochet into the single crochet, then chain of 3 and single crochet into the next double crochet. So we are working exactly opposite way than in our previous row. When we got single crochet from the previous row, we have to work double crochet in the single crochet and then chain of 3. But when we've got double crochet, we have to work single crochet and again chain of 3. So double crochet into the single crochet, chain 3, then single crochet into the double crochet, chain 3, double crochet into the single crochet, chain 3, then single crochet into the double crochet, chain 3, and one more time double crochet into the single crochet, chain 3, and single crochet into the 3rd chain stitch of our first double crochet. So this is our row number 11. Row number 12, we are going to start by making chain 1, then we have to turn our work and make single crochet into our first single crochet. Now we've got chain 3 space, so we are going to work 1 single crochet in next 3 chain stitches or 3 single crochets directly in our chain 3 space. Now chain of 2, so we are going to skip double crochet and we have to work 1 single crochet in next 3 chain stitches, then chain of 2 again. This time we are going to skip single crochet and again 1 single crochet in next 3 chain stitches. So 1, 2 and 3. Now chain of 2, so we are going to skip next double crochet and then 1 single crochet in next 3 chain stitches. Then again we are going to skip single crochet from our previous row. We have to work chain of 2 and 1 single crochet in next 3 stitches. So basically, apart from the first and the last single crochet, we are going to work single crochet only in chain stitches. Each time when we've got double crochet on single crochet, we have to work chain of 2, and we are going directly to the next chain 3 space. So this pattern now we have to repeat to the end, and after our last single crochet in the last chain stitch, we have to go directly to the last single crochet. So chain 2 spaces we are working instead of single crochet in each single crochet and in each double crochet, apart from the first one and the last one. Now we are going to start row number 13 by making chain of 3 as a first double crochet, then chain of 2 as a chain 2 space. Now we are going to turn our work, and into the same single crochet we have to work one more double crochet. So we've got some kind of V-stitch exactly at the beginning of our row. Now chain of 3. Then we are going directly in our chain 2 space, and we have to work 3 double crochets together. So we are going to work only through first 2 loops in each double crochet, and when we've got 4 loops we can finish the stitch. Now chain of 3 again. Into the next chain 2 space we are going to work exactly the same, so 3 double crochets together. Four loops we can finish the stitch. Chain of 3, and again 3 double crochets together in next chain 2 space. 1, 2 and 3. When you've got 4 loops you can finish the stitch, then chain of 3 again. And basically now this pattern we are going to repeat in each chain 2 space. So after our last group of 3 and double crochets together and chain of 3, we are going to work V-stitch in our last single crochet. So exactly the same as we've done at the beginning of our row. Row 14, we are going to start by making chain of 3 as a first double crochet, then we have to turn our work. Now 1 double crochet in next 2 chain stitches, or 2 double crochets directly in our chain space. 1 and 2. Double crochet into the next double crochet, and now in our chain 3 space we have to work 4 double crochets. 1, 2, 3 and 4, then double crochet at the top of our group of 3 double crochets together, and again 4 double crochets in next chain space. 1, 2, 3 and 4, and again double crochet at the top of our group of 3 double crochets together. Now we are going to the next chain space, and you have to work 4 double crochets again, and then double crochet at the top of our group of 3 double crochets together. So this pattern now we have to repeat all the way across, and at the end we should work double crochet in our first double crochet of the V-stitch, 1 double crochet in next chain 2 stitches, and double crochet in second double crochet of the same V-stitch. So this is our row. After our last double crochet, now we are going to start working on the border. So we are going to work chain of 1, then on our last double crochet we are going to work 3 single crochets. 1, 2 and 3. Then we are going directly to our next row, and we need to work 3 single crochets as well. 1, 2 and 3. Then we had one row with single crochets, so we are going to work 1 single crochet into our last single crochet, or first one. It all depends which side we actually have. Then we've got another double crochet, so 3 single crochets again. 1, 2 and 3. In next row we was making treble crochet, so here we are going to work 4 single crochets. So basically we should have exactly the same number of single crochets per row, then we should have chain stitches. So each treble crochet equals 4 chain stitches, each double crochet equals 3 chain stitches, single crochet equals 1, so we've done only 1 single crochet. So now again we've got row with double crochet, so we have to work 3 single crochets. Then we've got another row with double crochet, so another 3 single crochets. And basically now we are going to work 3 single crochets, I think, in each row, because all the time we've got double crochets. At the beginning of our work, when we start with circle, we've got some chain stitches left. So here we are going to work 3 single crochets as well. So we are making 3 single crochets on our last double crochet, 3 single crochets in chain space, and 3 single crochets on the next double crochet. If you are thinking that 3 single crochets is not enough, you can always work for even 5 if you would like to. It doesn't really matter, but make sure that you are going to work 3 single crochets on the sides to have straight line like this. So we are going to continue all the way around. Later on, at the end we should have 1 single crochet in each double crochet from our previous row. Then after last single crochet in the last double crochet, we have to work slip stitch in our first one, but this is not the end. We've got 1 more row to do after this border. After our slip stitch, so after our last single crochet and slip stitch, we are going to work row, as I said. So we are going to work chain of 1, then we need to turn our work, and now we are going to make 1 single crochet in our first 18 single crochets. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 and 18. So after the 18th double crochet, single crochet, we are going to work chain of 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. Then we have to work single crochet into the next single crochet, and now we are going to work 1 single crochet all the way across in each stitch. So the same as we've done at the beginning. So now we are going to finish our row exactly into the single crochet right at the corner, then we can fasten off and cut the yarn, and then we are going to go back to this part. So this is going to be the last one thing what we have to do in this project. Now we've got the last bit in our project, so we are going to insert our crochet hook exactly into the single crochet as we just started working with chain stitches, so like a slip stitch, but basically we need to insert crochet hook, grab the yarn and hold our end of the yarn. Now into the our chain space we are going to work single crochet, so I'm going to hide the end of the yarn in the meantime, then half double crochet, and then 9 double crochets. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9. After the 9th double crochet we've got 1 half double crochet, then 1 single crochet, and at the end we are going to work slip stitch in single crochet as we've done just right after our chain space, and that's it. So now we can fasten off and cut the yarn. So now we need to slip our stitches a little bit to make the proper shape, and our project is already done. So thank you for staying with me to the end of this tutorial, and see you in the next one. Have a nice day.